Hey Cancer, what's going on? Happy to have you here. This is Tessa's Tarot. Okay. I'm going to be doing a reading for the sign of Cancer. This is going to be for the full moon lunar eclipse in Sagittarius, which is happening June 5th, 2020. That's this Friday. I'm going to be talking about the energies that are surrounding this full moon, this lunar eclipse. Okay, and it kind of tends to linger on for a little bit. So we're going to look at what you should be focusing on during this time of the full moon. Okay, and what you should be focusing on in reference to the energies of a full moon, as well as a full moon lunar eclipse. So a full moon tends to bring out a lot of very intense energies. Things get a little crazy, a little hectic. And it's always with a full moon, it's a very good time to start on new projects and to manifest something that you desire in your life, okay? Something you want. And with the lunar eclipse, what that does is it just magnifies that truth, that inner, that deeper desire, because the sun is on one side of the earth and the moon is on the other side of the earth. So the sun illuminates the moon. It brings the moon up into a stronger light. And the moon is already illuminated by the sun. It just does it in a very direct kind of way. Where it hugs the earth to get to the moon. So this is a very significant energy, very significant time. It's like allowing the sun to illuminate things from within you so you can bring them to the surface in a new way. So you can bring them into the forefront of your consciousness. All right, so that's what we're going to be looking at in this reading. So those kinds of energies, you can be dealing with them for a little while, a few weeks, couple months. They tend to linger. There's going to be 2 more lunar eclipses in July. Okay. So we're going to take a look at that. And then also at the end of the reading, right after we talk about the final outcome, I'm going to pull a card from the Spirit Animal Oracle as an additional message to you from the creators of the Spirit Animal Oracle, or the creator. I always love their messages, and I love to read them directly from the book itself, because they have their own messages that they want to give you. Okay, and the messages are so beautiful that I have no desire, and I don't feel a need to memorize them or to reword them or word them in a way that's my own. I don't want to do that. I want to read them directly from the book because the messages themselves are already very clear, very direct, very transformative, very beautiful, very wonderful. All right, and the Spirit Animal Oracle is such a wonderful guiding light. Okay, their messages are always so positive and so beautiful. So we're going to get into your reading, and then at the very end, I'm going to pull a card from the Spirit Animal Oracle. Okay. If you haven't seen, this is your first time watching this video, and if you haven't watched the trailer, I do have a trailer for this series of videos that talks a little bit more about the full moon and us being in Gemini right now and what it means that the full moon is going to be in Sagittarius. Okay, so if you want to watch that, just to get a little bit of background information, it's not long, it's only 5 minutes. I definitely encourage you to do that. All right, Cancer. Also, by the way, I feel like I have to show you your card because in this series of readings, I pulled the zodiac signs at random. I shuffled the zodiac oracle deck and just started pulling them. But you guys are last. I mean, your card last but not least. Okay, but yours was the last card, and as I would shuffle the deck in front of the camera, and then I would pull the card, and I would show you guys your card. So this is your card. This is the Cancer card, and I love this card. I really do. And I love the way that these beings. They just look very sentient, you know, like these like sentient beings. They're just so beautiful. They're amazing. I love that stuff. Oh my god. Like, don't even get me started on science fiction. Like, all that type of stuff. So magical. Like, I love anything that's just magical and otherworldly and lovely and I also apologize if I just start coughing out of nowhere, or if I sneeze, or if I need to blow my nose, because I'm still dealing with allergies. Still dealing with allergies, unfortunately. I'm just like ready to jump into summer. I am ready to jump into summer. Oh boy, we have your card, we have a Cancer card, we have Aquarius, we've got Capricorn, we've got Pisces, we got Taurus, got a little bit of everything in here. Mars. Alright, let's get into it. As your underlying energy, you have the Seven of Swords. This is Moon in Aquarius. So there's something that there's something that you're running. There's something that you're running away from. It's like you're running away from your feelings. It's like you're trying to dodge your feelings. You're trying to like, you don't want to feel something, okay? Because this is a moon. I mean, this is an Aquarius card, but this is Moon in Aquarius, okay? So, it's like you don't want to face what's coming. You don't. The moon illuminates your inner feelings, your truth, and it's like you don't want to face it. You don't want to look at it for what it is. You don't want to feel these things right now. You know, at this point in time, you don't really want to feel it. You want to go have fun. You want to go have fun. You want to have some fun. You want to run away from your worries and just go towards something that, you know, just gives you that like fighter spirit. It kind of gives you this energy of, I don't know, like, I'm a warrior. I'm a fighter. I will not let this bring me down. I will not let this bring me down. Okay, if I have to come back to this card to explain something, I'll come back, but we're going to move on for now. As your motivation card, you have the Hierophant. This is Taurus. So, what I think is that you're being like motivated to stand a higher ground. It's like your motivation is your morals. Okay? Your morals, your values, what you believe in. That's what's motivating you. That's what's like allowing you to move forward in your life. Okay? You're running away from this like deeper feeling within yourself, from this something that you're dealing with within you. And you're motivated by like faith, by your values, by your morals, to be the person you want, to be this person of integrity, to be this person of stability, to be this beacon of hope for others. Okay, so that's your motivation right now. To be that, like, to be that for others. That somebody like to be somebody that people can look up to, that people can learn from. You have a lot to give as far as like knowledge, especially with like the inner world or the spiritual world. It's like you have a lot of you can teach people things. You can teach people a lot of things. You're feeling a little disheartened by Two of Cups. This is your card. This is Cancer. This is Venus in Cancer. So I kind of see this as like you might have a partner in your life. You know, you may have a love interest or a partner already, your significant other. And this partner, I don't want to say they're holding you back. Maybe they're not giving you space. They're not like giving you room to breathe. You know, maybe you need a little bit more space. You need a little more space to kind of like step into your power. Jesus Christ. Excuse my language. Oh my goodness. Like I put my phone on do not disturb. But when the city of Chicago wants to speak, like holy moly. We got this alert last night when they set a curfew. Because there's a lot going on in Chicago right now. The protests yesterday got out of hand. So anyway, something about the CTA. I didn't read it, and I'm going to finish this reading. I'm going to finish with you, Cancer, and then I'm going to get back to it, okay? We're not going to... I could talk about all that, all these things that are going on right now, but it's going to, you know, it's just going to lead me down a different path. So we're going to get back to your reading. But I feel like you want to step into this power of like being a source of light and hope and faith and teaching for others, you know, so you can educate others and so others can come to you for guidance. Okay. And this person that's in your surrounding energy, I do feel it very strongly being a partner. It could be somebody else though. You feel like maybe they're not even purposely trying to get up in your space. They're already part of your space, and you feel very much a kindred connection to them. You're very connected to them on an emotional level, on like a soul level, but this is not what's bringing you, and like you love them. You love this person. You cherish them. They're your everything, but you need more. You know, you are just like, I don't know, you're getting anxious. Anxious to do something, to take action, you're just feeling a little anxious. Like that's not all of who you are. Like with you being a Cancer and you loving your home life and your family life, like it's such a big part of you. It is such a big part of you, but it's not all of you, okay? There is so much more to you. There's so much more that you have to give to the world. That, like, your heart is just like, you have so much of yourself to give. You, like, love, you're affectionate with, in so many different ways. Not just with your lover, not just with your family. Okay, so this is It's almost like maybe you want to run away a little bit. You just want to like break free a little bit. You know, you want to kind of like give to the world more of yourself. So you're just, you know, you might just be feeling like tied down. Just kind of like that's not enough. Not that it's not enough. Like it's enough. But you need more. You need to be able to feel more. If that makes sense. Outside influences, you have the Tower. You have this card in this exact same position in your previous reading that I did in the first round of readings. And it's almost like, you know, I feel like you know this card. In all honesty, like, Cancers, I really feel like you deal with anxiety. I think that you deal with anxiety. You know? There could be a big change happening around you in your life. There could be some big changes happening in your life. But I feel like to you, because you are so grounded in that home-like energy of being at home, it's almost like even little changes are big changes. You know what I mean? That's how I'm feeling it. Like even little changes are big changes. It's almost like you feel like you go through changes a lot. This could be a big change though. You know, and it's not like undermining it because you feel it. Like you feel the effects of that tower breaking down and then the rebuilding and because you're very sensitive, it kind of like, it feels like it's constantly like breaking things down and building things back up and then breaking down and building back up. It's like constant transformation, constant building. Always breaking down to get to your desire. You're so ambitious. Like you guys are very unique. You guys are very like, I love your energy. I do. Like there's just something about Cancer energy. It's just very, it's like, it's inspiring. It's inspiring. There's something very inspiring about your energy. This like, this part of you that's very homey and wants to be at home and like you love the comfort of your loved ones. And your heart is so big and nurturing and motherly, but you're also like really ambitious and you like want to travel and you want to do things and you want to be creative and it's very inspiring. It's very lovely. It's very lovely. It's really nice. But anyway, it's not about me, it's about you. In your advice position, you have the 8 of Cups. This is another water. This is Pisces. This is Saturn and Pisces. And am I recording? Okay, good. That would suck if I like wasn't recording this whole time. Yeah, so your advice is you want to run away full speed. Like, you want to run with your swords in the air, warrior. And the universe is like, okay, this isn't helping you emotionally. Walk away. Yeah, okay. Like, run away. Maybe not with the swords. Maybe, like, put down your swords. But maybe for you, those swords can be good. It's like, you know, because you have a lot to say. Kind of gives you, like, a new sense of, I don't know. I almost feel like maybe those swords are good for you in this moment. That assertive, decisive, putting your will forth into the world. Like, aha. I know exactly what I'm going to do. I know exactly what I'm going to say. I'm feeling it. Go do it. Getting away from all this negativity and things that are bringing me down. Walking away from something that is no longer serving you emotionally. That's what this card represents. But what does that mean in this specific situation? I feel like this is kind of tied to this Two of Cups. I feel like it's tied to the Two of Cups. You could be walking away from a person, but not like in a permanent way. Maybe in a permanent way. I don't know. It looks like you... Yeah. I saw the cards when I pulled them out, but it's like looking at them again, I'm like, wow, this is really fascinating. This is interesting. Yeah, so your advice is to walk away from what's no longer serving you. And this could very much be kind of like an outside kind of force. It might not be related to this Two of Cups, this person who might be in your life. But also like walking away from something maybe in society or in your surroundings that is just not fulfilling you. It's just not making you happy. I need to take a drink of my water bottle because the hiccups are starting. When I get hiccups, it like takes over my whole body. Alright, Cancer. I'm sorry that all the allergies just kind of hit me at once. The effects of allergies. Yeah. You're walking away from something, or you want to. You want to take the higher ground. You want to do what's right for you. You want to do what's right for you. And you're walking away from something that isn't fulfilling you. It's just not making you feel, I don't know, it's not making you feel, it's not even really a big deal. It's kind of like, you don't even really need to think about it. You're just doing it. You're just doing what you feel. I feel like you're just doing what you feel. Like you're really in your feels. But you're like in the... but you're taking action with your feels. Like your feelings, all the things that you're feeling is being channeled in so many different ways, and you're just kind of like doing it. You're just taking action based off of your feelings. You're taking action off your feelings. You're a little all over the place, to be honest with you. And looking at the cards that are coming up over here, you have a lot of sword energy. You have a couple of cups. Okay, we're going to move on. Let's look at the rest of these cards and then I'll kind of tie everything together. Um, Best way to move forward from your worries, you have the Five of Swords. This is Venus in Aquarius. This is about claiming victory in a not like in kind of like a vengeful way, or it's like about claiming victory that is but being kind of manipulative about it, being kind of sly, being a little cunning. Like, yes, I have claimed my victory, but I don't know, you might have hurt people in the process. You might have hurt people in the process. I'm sorry for the long pause. I just feel like your energies are a little confusing right now. They're not confusing, I feel like your emotions are being driven, like to be honest with you, I feel like you're being driven a lot by your emotions, and they might not give you the most accurate picture of your situation. Like you're being driven so much by your feelings, not your intuition. Those are two different things. By your feelings, something that you're feeling inside of you, that's your like inspiration, that's like your driving force right now. And like it's like you're taking on this image like you're standing a moral ground or you're standing a higher ground, but you're still being driven very much by your feelings, you know, of like, and you're being a little like vindictive. You're being a little vindictive. But you're kind of all over the place, man. Like, you're all, okay, so the next card, in the position of the best way to move forward in a positive light, you have the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords, he's a student at life, and he's just like this pure energy, taking that Ace of Swords and bringing it down to earth. And being like, okay, I'm going to use this sword towards like my higher purpose, like towards the goal that I want to achieve. But he's still a student. He's very curious. He's looking at this bubble and he's like wondering like the physics, the science of the bubble. You know, he's very curious. He's very like all about the intellect and about science and about discovering new things. So it's just like very interesting that you have these two energies, sword energies, Aquarius energies, that are very, and both of these cards, the Seven of Swords and the Five of Swords, are very like, they're kind of like, not really doing things with integrity. It's like taking action, but not doing it with like a sense of integrity, or not doing it with a sense of like, it's like you're running away from, you want to do the, you feel things so strongly and you want to run in the opposite direction. It's like you don't want to go based off of your feelings. You want to go based off of action, and you want to go based off of your intellect. But by like taking action in that direction, you think that you're running away from your feelings, but you're really not. It's like your feelings is still what is your driving force. What you're feeling is still kind of like the thing that's driving you. And even though you're using your intellect, you're using your speech, and you're using your actions, the fact that you're still kind of driven by this like emotional energy, it's having like the opposite effect. It's making it seem like it's like it's making it seem like you're doing it for this reason or that reason, or because you have things to say and you're doing it it makes it seem like you're doing it for the right reasons, but you're really not. You're being motivated. You're being motivated to stand a higher ground in a certain situation, to walk away from something, to take a stand, to like communicate. And you think you're doing it with this energy, with this Hierophant energy, but it's kind of like it's causing, I don't know, it's not really, you're hiding what you like really want. You're not really like allowing the full truth of your actions to speak. Okay. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's like, okay, so, because this talks about curiosity, to allow yourself to open up to a more innocent way of seeing things, to be curious, to be open to learning new things. And then for your final outcome card, you have the Devil. That's why I was saying, like, this is, like, really interesting, because it's a little bit everywhere. So the final outcome card, you have the Devil, which is, like, about indulgence. It's about indulgence, and it's about feeling, like, bonded. Feeling, like, emotionally, like, bonded and manipulated, but I don't feel like this is an outside force doing this to you. I feel like you're doing it to yourself. I feel like you are stepping into this position. It's like you're stepping into this Devil energy. You're walking away from something that's no longer serving you, so you can do what you want. So you could just do whatever you want. This is really interesting. I mean, this could be, yeah. You could be feeling the effects of the moon in a very, very unique way. Kind of like it's like bringing out that like devil in you. It's kind of bringing out this very like dramatic. This is very dramatic. This reading, you have the Tower, you have the Seven of Swords, the Five of Swords. This is all like drama. This person over here is interesting. Because you're still very tied to your home life, but it's like you want to kind of also break free from it and kind of and indulge. It's like you want to indulge in the capacity of this full moon energy and just like bring out your wild side. It's like you just want to like be in your feelings. You just want to like be in your element of water. You want to be in it. I don't know. Yeah, you could just be walking away. If that Eight of Cups is your advice card, you could be walking away like no, I'm gonna go have fun. Like or I'm gonna go just do me. I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna go towards this other thing. Cancer, I'm sorry that this kind of dragged a little bit and I had to think about things a lot. I definitely kind of get this feeling though that you're being, I don't know, you kind of have this like little devilish attitude inside of you right now. And maybe you are being motivated to stand a higher ground. You want to, maybe you kind of like see it in you. Maybe you kind of like, you feel it. You feel kind of this kind of devil energy in you, like this toxic energy, this like emotional, very emotional. And, you know, emotions can be manipulative. They can feel manipulative to other people, but, you know, where maybe you want to like bond. If you want to bond people to you, or you want to bond somebody in particular to you, you want to use that emotional energy of yours, and you want to take a higher moral ground, but at the same time, the Hierophant, he still likes to indulge, even though he's the Hierophant, Taurus, he still likes to indulge in life's pleasures. He still likes to enjoy the pleasures of life. Okay? The flesh. Put that one back. These two cards to me are really interesting. The Hierophant and the Devil in your reading. Really, really interesting. Alright, it's time for me to pull a card from the Spirit Animal Oracle. It's time. It's time. You have the Starfish Spirit. Open to infinite possibility. This is an additional message for you of how to move on from your final outcome. And I'm going to read directly from the book because the book is awesome. Stretched out on the beach, the starfish opens fully to the rays of the sun, to the power of potential. As you look out toward the horizon, do you open up to infinite possibility? Spirit is the source of opportunities beyond your wildest imagination and ensures endless possibilities are available. At this time, Starfish Spirit urges you to stretch past the limits of your everyday perception and comfort zone, to dream of bigger things and imagine with even greater hope and faith, for miraculous potential is shining down on you. Feel it, bask in it, and open yourself to be filled with inspiration. This is a very fortunate sign that Starfish Spirit has come to remind you of your infinite potential. Wow, Cancer. Maybe that's why there's so many different energies. Because it's like you're so much in your feelings and you're so sensitive, but it's like the world wants to open you up to different possibilities. So like you're kind of, your mind is kind of all over the place and you want to like move forward. It's like you want to move forward with this energy of like, the world is mine and there are so many different possibilities. There are possibilities for me, and you know, you kind of want to like shed your skin, you know, of this like old, like you want to like break into this new way of being. You want to like break into your future self. You want to break into your ambitious self. The devil is also representative of Capricorn. You got Taurus, you got Capricorn. You want to like kind of like break into that feeling of like enjoying life, enjoying the beauty of life. You know, enjoying pleasures of the flesh. Cancer season is coming up pretty soon. You know, could be why also. You know, the moon is kind of magnifying that like deeper, like, oh my God, you know, like this deeper desire to just like, because you're a cardinal. Cancer, you're a cardinal. You represent the beginning of summer, and you represent the beginning of things, very groundbreaking things. Tower card is very groundbreaking. The Mars card, you know, all these cards are very groundbreaking. The Page of Swords is about learning new things, new possibilities. Hierophant is also very groundbreaking in his own right. To teach, walking away, being a warrior. I mean, even if it hurts people, like, you know, taking your intellectual prowess and like going forth into the world with your words and with your power, not wanting to deal with things like it's, you know, it's all over the place. Sagittarius, I'm a Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is a little all over the place right now too. Or a little all over the place. But I don't know. I hope this reading helped. I don't know if it did. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like maybe you should just tell me. Maybe you should just let me know if it helped or not. Just let me know. All right, bye guys.